this is how to do a front squat. And a front squat is, as opposed to a back squat, is a little bit more challenging for the quads, muscles on the front of the leg, and it'll also be more challenging for mobility for a lot of people. First thing, line up about thumb length out from the edge of the knurling, the rough part of the bar here, picking up on the shoulders, and this is a key thing, and this is where it'll be really challenging for a lot of people with the mobility. You want to be able to let the bar rest on the shoulders here, not having to really hold with the hands. So try to think about pushing the elbows up and the shoulders forward where the bar can sit here without having to really grip it in the hands, or having it here on the chest right here. And there's other options. If you really struggle with this and you just can't get it to rest on the shoulders, then you can cross up the arms and hold the bar in place here, still keeping the elbows high. It may be uncomfortable at first before you find the spot where the bar really needs to sit. It may feel like the bar's pressing into the throat, but you want a little bit of space right there. So to sit on the shoulders without pressing into the neck. Here, elbows high, thumb length out from the edge of the knurling. We go abs tight, butt goes back a little bit. It's not as much as a back squat where the hips will go back and there will be a little bit of a forward lean into the hole. You try to stay pretty upright with this, and that's why it works more on the quads than opposed to a back squat. So elbows high, bar rests on the shoulders, feet about shoulder width, slightly wider than what you'd be standing normally. Toes, for most people, pointed slightly out. Now your hips, how they're constructed, will determine. Some people are really comfortable with a real wide stance and toes pointed way out, and that's how they feel comfortable squatting. Other people may take a narrow stance and point the feet pretty much forward. It's kind of up to you, but the knees always have to go where the toes are pointing. So if the toes are pointing out, the knees have to go out over the toes. Same if they're going forward, knees have to go forward over the toes. So, and the place where that's going to be hardest is on the stand up. For a lot of people, it's going to be, the common fault is for the chest to come down and the knees to come in as you try to stand up. So, elbows up, chest up, deep breath, tight abs, down into the hole, trying to stay pretty upright, going as low as you can without the back rounding on you. And that's the place where it'll be challenging for a lot of people and their mobility. And a big limiter for that may be ankle mobility, because you have to let the toes kind of go, or knee go forward over that toe. One thing you can do is, if you really struggle with that ankle mobility, is you can take something, maybe like a little 5-pound plate, and put it underneath the heel so that your heel is a little elevated and you're able to stay a little more upright in that bottom position. So all together, front squat, thumb length out from the edge of the knurling, elbows high, letting the bar rest on the shoulders. Deep breath, abs flexed, feet about shoulder width apart, down into the hole, keeping the back tight, not letting the back go around. Knees are going out where the toes are pointing, hitting the bottom, back up, make sure the knees stay out where the toes are pointing here. High elbows, chest up, elbows up, knees out where the toes are pointed. Boom. And that is a front squat.